Hey guys, how are y'all today? So we are back. First thing I want to let you guys know is that my podcast has dropped. So What the Stigma is up and running. So you guys get to see the first two episodes on here. So we'll have an intro episode, and then I have a episode on dating dating standards regarding Shay, okay? Shannon Sharp. So y'all be able to see that over there. Whole goal of this podcast is to talk about stigmas that lies behind these day-to-day topics that we talk about. And let's just break them all down, get them all down, and move on with our beautiful lives so we don't have to live in the shame of these stigmas that are created by each and every one of us each and every day without even realizing, all right? But outside of that, today, we're going to be talking about you're going to start worrying about herpes after a while. Okay, and I know that's hard to think, especially if you're a person who just found out a diagnosis. Turn it down, Joe. You probably not going to think that, all right? You're not going to think, I just found out, but at least how can you tell me that I'm going to get to a point where I don't care about it no more? I'm not going to think about it no more. It's not going to be a big deal. It's because for somebody who's been with it for 15 years, I got there. And you will get there too. And so many people I have talked to in the community or supported in the community have got to that very place where after a while, you don't care no more. After a while, it ain't no big deal. After a while, it's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. It ain't really controlling me like I thought it would. In the beginning it did because it was new to me. But now that I got to a point where I learned how to deal with it, I learned how to manage it. You know, I don't dated some people or whatever, or I don't make my mind up. Like right now, I'm just not thinking about that. I'm just going to focus on myself. You just stop worrying about it. Okay, you simply just stop worrying about it. Now, in the beginning, I'm going to go back to the beginning. You're not going to think that way. So I'm not saying this to shame anybody or make anybody feel some type of way who right now their mind is so bogged down with the herpes stigma. No, I'm not going to make you feel bad about that because I have been there and any other person who had the status has been there as well, where they don't had a time period where it's just like it was bogging them down. They couldn't think, they couldn't be, they were just consumed. And okay, I understand that. Don't feel bad about that. Allow yourself to get through that process because anything bad that you go through or you feel like it's negative you go through, you're consumed by it. It takes over your whole being, your mind, your spirit, your body. It just overtakes you. So I don't want you to feel bad about it, but I do want you to get to a point in the back of your brain that one day I am not going to care. One day is not going to be a big deal. One day I'm going to dang near forget that I have it. And I love when my clients kind of come back to me and we got to do like a checkup or their birthday come and I check on them and they DM me and they were like, girl, I don't even think about it no more. I said, didn't I tell you? After a while, you're not going to think about it no more. He's like, well, but at least I didn't feel like I would ever get to that point. I said, because you was in the beginning. And anytime, wherever place you are at that moment, that's where you're consumed. For somebody who's on the back end, telling you, the people in the front end or the middle end, I'm telling you, come on down the road. Come on down the road. Because you're going to get down this road. You're like, you're right, Belize. It ain't no big deal. It ain't what it seems to be. It ain't the stigma. It's not this. It's not that. And I just really want you to get to a place that you understand it is not a big of a deal that you think it is. Even if you have been rejected or scared of rejection, that is the biggest fear that you will have more out of anything, or thinking that you're going to pass is going to be bigger than anything. But when you get past those two things typically, or you can get past having ongoing outbreaks, I tell you now, you will not care. Okay, you will not care. You will not. I just feel like somebody go like, Belize, I don't want to hear that. Help me right now. Well, if you want me to help you right now, you can just book a call with me and you can talk. Information will be below for that, okay? And we can just talk about that. Or you got so many of my videos you can watch for that. But this is for you to be encouraged. This is for you to realize one day you're going to get to this point. And it don't have to be 15 years. It don't have to be 10 years. It ain't got to be a year. It could be 3 months, 4 months, whatever. Don't feel like, really don't even cap yourself off on how long it will take you to get to this point. But I tell you now, you're going to get to this point. And you're going to be so happy. I'm going to tell you now. You can be like, hallelujah. I finally got to this point where this is not consuming my being. This is not my identity. This is not who I am. I'm not making it all about that and not about this. I just want you to understand you're going to get to a point where it's not a big deal. Okay? It's not. It's going to get to that point. And I want you to, even when you're at this point right now, you have moments or you're in a moment right now, you just don't feel like that's the case. I want you to just remind yourself, Belize told me that one day I will get to that point. I'm not telling you to do your life out. I'm not telling you to fake yourself out. I ain't telling you to affirmate yourself into a lie. That's not what I'm saying. I am telling you, for somebody who have been where you are, for somebody who will help many people get to this place, that it is a thing. It is an absolute thing. And you will see it if you're in any herpes communities. You will see it over time, from the young lady or the guy who was literally crashing out in the beginning of their diagnosis. And now they are just like, I'm good. Like, I have days or I have moments, but I'm straight. Okay? And you will get there too. All right? So I love you. Remember this moment right here. And when you have moments, come back to this video right here and say, Belize said one day it ain't gonna matter. One day it's not gonna be no big deal, because it's not. And on top of that, make sure if you're having any herpes outbreaks, make sure you get the Vanquish Care products. Or even if you're dealing with psoriasis, HS, boils, ingrown hairs, anything, Vanquish Care can help you, all right? So get your products, link below for that. And make sure y'all watch the podcast, y'all, and tell me what y'all think. Love y'all. Bye.